Hello ladies, this is Ingrid, and I'm coming to you with a video for a mini album that I made a few months ago, and I just haven't been able to do any videos on some of the minis that I had worked on, simply because I didn't have the time and I couldn't find one or two of the mini albums after I did a little renovating in my craft room. But let me show you this quick video for this mini album that I made. And as I mentioned, I did this a few months ago, and I wanted to do it in a shabby chic way, and in feminine colors, which I really love. And so here goes. I used Webster's pages, and I used a lot of pretty frilly trims and seam binding and ribbons, as you can see, in these very light colors like light pink, light green, and velvet, peach, this pretty, I think this is called gingham, I'm not really sure. But so here goes. I have to do this one-handed, sorry guys. The closure, I've decided to do it with Velcro. I should have used white Velcro, but I couldn't find it at the time, so that's what I ended up using, was black Velcro. But and it's tied with the, with the ribbon and the Velcro and this pretty I Am Roses flower, absolutely gorgeous. And also one of the I Am Roses leaves, which I glimmer misted. Okay, so moving on. This is the first. This is the cover, and again, just using Webster's pages, I added some flowers, feathers, buttons, glitter. I added this really pretty cameo, which I actually bought at the dollar store, guys. So you gotta take a look at your dollar stores, because they have a lot of really good stuff for scrapbooking that you wouldn't think. And then again, here's some of my trims that I have. I believe these are vintage trims. So I added some down here, some on her dress, and then I added buttons and this pretty Prima flower. So I'm going to try to make this video fast, so I hope you guys don't mind that I'm talking really fast. But I tend to make my videos a little too long. So this is an envelope mini. I just took a bunch of envelopes and the soda pop tabs, and I painted them with acrylic paint, and that's pretty much how I binded this album. And if you want to take a look at a video from Scrapdaworld, she has one of her minis from a long time ago. She did something like that, and that's where I got the inspiration. But she does really, really great work, so I kind of learned the technique from her. Okay, so moving along, here's the K & Company sticker, very dimensional, and inside I have a tag. This shape I cut out with the Cricut from one of the Webster's pages. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. Look at that. That is so pretty. Okay, and then this shape was also cut with the Cricut, and what I did was I embossed it with a holographic embossing powder, and I put a pearl in the center, and then this sheet of paper, design paper, I believe is a K & Company. No, I'm sorry, DCWV. I'm so sorry. DCWV, and I just used my Martha Stewart punch on the ends. And then I just cut this little banner out and punched out some flowers. And then this was very pretty. These, by the way, these envelopes, they're all white. And then what I just do is I either acrylic paint, or I'll use my little chalks on them, the little ink pads on them, and color them that way as well. So I don't know if you could see there, I used my chalks, my little ink chalks there to paint that in green. It's like a seafoam bluish green. And then here, another Webster's Pages, I put a little bling here, and a Prima flower with an I Am Roses flower, this decorative paper clip, and then I decorated the flap here with a little punched out tab, and then this tag in here I also cut out with the Cricut as well. It was like a postage stamp in the center, and what I did was I just added this clear paper, this acetate to it, and it's really looks nice because you can put a picture in the back if you wanted, and I thought that was really pretty. So that's nice. Here's another Webster's Pages, and here's another tab that I punched out, and I also did a little bit of stamping here with a little banner and some script writing in the back. And then over here I also put on the tabs, I put these little punched out flowers from glitter paper, and it looks really pretty. Then over here I have this envelope. This envelope is not one of the white ones. This is from a K & Company envelope stash that I had. And I embossed this pretty shape here. I stamped and embossed that. I just layered a bunch of strips of paper, added some pearl trims, and this is a tag that I added this pretty, I forget what you call these, brads from Webster's Pages. Very decorative. And so you have different Webster's Pages papers in here. Again, I'm sorry I have to do this one-handed and it is not easy. So these are just some of the pages, and you know, you can put your picture in the back and stuff like that. Okay, and that was one. And then I put some bling trim on the edge. Did some stamping here with some glitter. I made a pocket out of this Webster's Pages paper. It's so pretty. It says happily ever after. And then here I just hand wrote so special. And then here I wanted to leave this a little bit you know, not so heavily embellished because I just wanted to put a picture there. But you have here a bunch of really pretty buttons of all kinds, and I believe this, and actually I shouldn't say because I don't remember which paper line this is, but it's one of the old lines. It's either K & Company or DCWV. And this is a huge pearl, it almost looks like an egg, on a I believe this is a Recollections flower. Okay, and over here is another one of those K & Company dimensional stickers, and then inside is a tag, and then this tag also was cut out with the Cricut. See all the beautiful things you can create with the Cricut. And since this was double-sided paper, it was so easy to do the tags because you just cut the shape out, you know, with your Cricut, and that's it. You know, the tag is done. You really don't have to embellish it so much. So this shape here I cut out with the Cricut. This was supposed to be a card, but I made it so small so it sort of fit perfectly in here. And then also this this shape as well I had cut out with the Cricut, and then just adhered it on top and put glitter and stuff like that. So when you open it up, you have here, this was just a piece of leftover from an old project that I had worked on. And for some reason I kept it because I just like the way that the crackle with the paint and the different colors, you know, like the golds and stuff, it just looks so pretty. I didn't want to throw it out, so I just tucked it in there. It doesn't really serve any real purpose, I guess, but it just looks pretty. And here's some of my other trim that I have. And when you open it up, you can put a picture here, and then over here you can journal. So that is that. Okay, and then I don't really have a closure for this. It just, you know, lays there. And then here we have another. This actually, I believe, I'm not, let me see. I'm not 100% sure if this is the one, but I have, let me just make sure, because I don't want to, yeah, I think that this here is a recycled wedding invitation. I had gotten an invitation to one of my friend's wedding, and I saved the invitation, and I just really liked it, so I just used paper and stuff and covered it up. So that's what that is. So here I have, I used this yellow glitter paper, so precious, and just used it, you know, I cut it in half and used it to hold together this whole piece, as you can see. There, you see this from the front and the back. Okay, and then I use these glittered brads, a lot of glitter, a lot of bling. And then you come inside here. This doily I cut out with the Cricut. Isn't that awesome? Look at that. Look at how nice that looks. Some ribbon to cover up where I had put the brads, and then these are some flowers. These flowers I just got around the neighborhood in one of the wedding stores where they sell all kinds of embellishments and things. You can do it yourself. So this I cut out with the Cricut, this pretty shape. Looks like a vine of leaves or whatever. And this I just cut out with I just punched out this pretty shape. And then this I cut out myself, and I just layered one on top of the other. Here is a butterfly. And then the back is a, sorry guys, the back is a doily, which has been super Lindy stamp ganged. This and this also, this piece of paper here. So let me try to see if I can get in the colors. They're so beautiful, these colors. And they all play off of each other very nicely. The yellow with the pink and the green and this beautiful white. And then in the back I stamped some script writing. And then this, this I had cut out with my Sizzix, this shape. And I cut it out of like, you know, like cereal box cardboard. And I stamped on it, and I used the Lindy Stamp Gang embossing powder, which is so beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that precious? And then I put some I Am Rose's flowers there. I thought that looked nice. And then just a piece of corrugated cardboard that I had from one of my perfume boxes. And so that's that. And then this page, I also did the stamped script writing with embossing powder. I'll try to zoom in and see if you guys can see that. And one of those really pretty dimensional stickers. And the background again on this has been inked with the, what do you call that ink? The chalk ink. And then here's another doily that has been glittered and glimmer misted. This shape here I cut, this beautiful butterfly I cut out with the Cricut from design paper. Very gorgeous. And then same thing here with the embossing, and I just put that little strip of paper there, so pretty. And then here's another. Look at how precious that is. Oh my goodness. This is also cut out from the Cricut. See, it's supposed to be a bow. And I just love the scallop on that. And then look at the back. Isn't that precious? So you've got tons of space. You could put a picture or journaling or vice versa. Okay, so that was that. And then I covered this up. This is definitely DCWV paper, for sure. So I'm not steering you in the wrong direction. That is the correct paper. But here are some trims that I have in my stash. And some baker's twine. This twine, I save it from when I buy stuff from I Am Roses. And Booma sends the package so beautifully with the baker's twine. And I always save it. So that's that. Okay, and then here is another envelope, one of those pink ones, and I just added ribbon down at the bottom, some buttons with some bling on them, some glitter, you know, like stickles, and then this is another one of those pretty K & Company dimensional stickers. I added glitter to that. And then the tag comes from the top. This is also a DCWV paper line, but I thought the colors went really well, you know. And in the back, so you have a place for journaling and a place for a picture. So that's that. With the little tab, I also did the script stamping on that. And this is one of my favorite pages in this album because of the two little file folders with the flowers all around. I thought that was really pretty. And then I just hand wrote here with one of my pens. I wrote important notes. And these are Prima Flowers. And I really wish I could get more of those because they're just so beautiful. And you know, it's like they're dimensional, but they're flat. You see? So those are like great for scrapbooking. But they're hard to find. I don't even know if they make them anymore. And then these are punched out flowers from using one of the little punches. And this is one of these fabric flowers that I just take apart, and I use some of the Copic markers to mark them up like whatever color I want, and then I just put a bling in the center. And then this leaf here is actually because what I like to do is when I use Lindy Stamp Gang mists or glimmer mists, and I have it in a box with a napkin underneath, then the napkin gets saturated with all of the beautiful colors and the mists, and when it dries up, I don't throw it out. When it dries up, I try to flatten it out, but not too much, and then let it dry out really well, because then it starts to get a little hardened. And then when I punch it out, you get a pretty leaf, or you know, whatever shape you want to punch out, to cut out. But you see how pretty that is and dimensional, and it just holds on to the mist so well. And then this is another shape I cut out with the Cricut. It's supposed to be a card, but I made it small so you could, you know, fit it in the album. Very, very pretty. This was also the DCWV paper line. And let me just see. Okay, yeah. So, and then you could put something in the back here as well. And those are just strips of excess paper that I had, or scraps, and some stamping in the back, in the background. Okay, and then this is also Webster's Pages. These are just, I just layered on a bunch of stuff. Over here, some ribbons, some buttons, some flower pieces, glimmer misted everything and stickled everything. And when you open it up, here is another tag with the Cricut again. And then this postage stamp was the negative image from this, you see? So I got that out, put it in here. So that worked really well because, you know, you could put a picture or journaling there. And then this is another butterfly that I cut out with the Cricut. Okay, and that's that. And then we move on to our last page. This is not it's not one of the design papers from like Webster's Pages or anything like that, or DCWV. I got this loose at one of the loose papers at Michael's, but I didn't take down the name of the paper, but it's so beautiful. If anyone knows what the name of this paper is, if you could just let me know, I'd greatly appreciate it. This beautiful frame I cut out with the Cricut. This beautiful butterfly I also cut out with the Cricut. And then I have one last tag, if I could just get it out. Okay, and then this tag, another shape I cut out with the Cricut. What I did was I cut out this shape with the Cricut, and then I adhered this shape to this piece of paper, and then I punched out the border. And then the other side of it is the other side of it is the. Now you see this background here. This is not pattern paper. The paper this paper was just white, but I used all of my little chalk inks together, and I used all these pretty colors, the blues, the greens, the pinks, the yellows, and that's how I was able to get that effect. But it's so pretty. And I think this shape I also cut out with the Cricut, by the way, guys. So, love your Cricut, ladies and gentlemen. Love your Cricut. Okay, and then the back. Oh my goodness. I thought I was going to make a short video, but geez. It's like so much stuff in here. It's hard to make a short video. But this is the back. And all that I did was I took the transparency from the K & Company. I think this was a K Sarah collection. And I just adhered it down like in an L shape, so that way this remains open. And then here I put this beautiful trim that I have. Isn't that gorgeous? And I back this trim onto this white ribbon. So it's, you know, it's together. And I didn't do it with hot glue because I didn't want any of the lumps. So I just did it with the ATG gun. And that seemed to work really well. And then one last tag, which is in the back. This was an old Prima collection, the Pastiche collection, which is one of my favorite Prima collections. I wish that they would like redo this collection, but like revamp it to have a lot of papers that look like this. So beautiful. And again, same technique with the chalk inks. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen, for this long video. I hope that you all like this project, and please let me know. I would love to hear your comments, and you know, they're very important to me. So it would be nice to get some feedback. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you like the colors, if you know, if this is like shabby chic or if it's more garden, whatever. But I really love this. I have another mini album that I have to look for that I made a while ago also. So once I find that one, I'll do a video on that as well. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.